On the radio, it's AM 1230 Kxo right here in the Imperial Valley on a Friday night. It is time for some high school football. Here's Carroll.
Well, thank you, Gabe Lemos. I'm at the Southwest High School's football field, Freeway Stadium, Eagle Field, and it is the Southwest Eagles, the Palo Verde Valley Yellow Jackets, and no, it is not an Imperial Valley League game. Palo Verde is no longer in the Imperial Valley League, at least not this year. That may change next year. But it is a non-league contest that pits these teams together. Homecoming for the Southwest Eagles. And what on paper could be a very good game. The Southwest Eagles, a Division V team this year. The Palo Verde Yellow Jackets, defending Division V champions, CIF San Diego section last year, that are now in Division IV. That's what happens when you put together a winning program. You are rewarded by getting bumped up. If you have a couple of bad seasons and haven't been able to turn things around, you get dropped down to, for instance, Southwest in Division V. That way, it helps even out the competition level. Competition-based in the CIF San Diego section. We've got the game coming up. We'll give you a preview of both teams after this.
Hi, this is Jason Jackson, owner of Southwest Security. I've been providing private security locally for more than 20 years and have owned Southwest Security for more than 6.5 years. I'm proud to announce that we have over 250 employees working here in Imperial and Coachella Valley. Last year, I opened Southwest Postal, offering you 24-hour access 365 days a year. P.O. Box service to you. Also located at Southwest Security at the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro. If you're in the need for security services, please call us at Southwest Security at 760-970-4500. That's 970-4500.
Wake up with Broken Yolk Café. Open daily at 7 a.m. Serving your favorite breakfast. From omelets, pancakes, eggs Benedict, waffles, and yes, Mexican breakfast too. Broken Yolk Café serves lunch till 2 p.m. From sandwiches, salads, and yes, of course, the all-American cheeseburger. Broken Yolk Café thanks you for voting us the best breakfast in town. Once again, you can order online at Broken Yolk Café El Centro or call 760-352-9655.
The CB Stop, located at the corner of Cole and Bowker Road in Calexico, is your one-stop location for ice-cold beer, wine, and your favorite beverages. They have a selection of sandwiches, chips, snacks, ice, and play the lotto, including Powerball and Mega Super Lotto. You can even get fishing bait and a fishing license. The CB Stop has it all, along with a gas station with diesel and a car wash. Open 24 hours a day. The CB Stop, located in Calexico at the corner of Cole and Bowker Road.
Learning a new skill, continuing your education, or returning to school for the first time can be stressful. IVC has the resources to help you succeed by offering programs to eligible students who qualify for tuition assistance, book grants, and additional programs like IVC's Kitchen Pantry, Housing Program, Career Services Support, and so much more. Let Imperial Valley College help you become a college graduate. Visit imperial.edu/admissions to register today. Imperial Valley College is recognized nationwide as a top 10 community college for college excellence.
Okay, John Driffill, we know what to expect from Southwest. The Eagles depend on quarterback Logan Youngers, and, they've had to depend on a lot of footballs in the air because, for the most part, all year long, they have been trailing and playing catch-up football by throwing the ball. When they do run the ball, it is typically Cervantes who will get the ball, and their running game, it has not been particularly successful, John.
Yeah, they've had a hard time moving the football on the ground. Actually, Cervantes does all the tough running between tackles, and he'll usually carry somewhere between 6 to 12 carries a game. His brother also comes in at times to spell him, and that's Fernando. But they do have some success when they run the fly pattern, where they put one of their wide receivers goes in motion and they pitch the ball to him, and then he attacks the out flank, tries to turn upfield. They've had some success doing that with William Lilliam and also They've also had Aiden Salazar run that a little bit. They've also run a couple counters throughout the season that tries to get the defense moving, chasing after Enrique Cervantes, and they'll run a counter. And Julian Lopez has had some success running the counters for these Southwest Eagles, but they've just had a real tough time moving the football, and that's why they throw the ball. And even when they go into passing formation, a lot of times Youngers is under so much pressure that he's either got to get rid of the ball early, throw it away, or take a sack.
And we'll be back and take a look at what we can expect from the Palo Verde Valley Yellow Jackets after this.
Craving Mexican food? La Fonda Bar Grill is everybody's favorite choice. The Camacho family has been doing it right for many, many years. You're never disappointed on the service you get, the smiling faces who serve you, and the food that's delivered to your table. They make you feel at home. One tradition they've always kept is serving you freshly made Mexican food daily, from chile rellenos to enchiladas. Everything is handmade. La Fonda Bar and Grill, 1950 South 4th Street, El Centro.
McNeece Mart is your one-stop convenience store with everything you need to get you through your day. Fill your tank with V-Power from Shell, and then visit the deli for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Choose your favorite deli sandwich or hot stuffed pizza, or feed the office for your next party with their giant 52-inch pizza. Daily specials on selected foot-long subs. Yes, McNeece Mart is your one-stop convenience store at the corner of Dogwood and Main Street in El Centro.
Kennedy's Karne at 1239 Adams Avenue in El Centro. Check out these specials. USDA Choice or Black Angus Carne Asada Flat Meat, $1 off per pound. USDA Choice Filet Mignon, $9.99 a pound. Chicken wings, $1.99 a pound. Sioux Carne Ribeye Steak Bone-In, $6.99 a pound. And Sioux Carne Marinated Flat Meat, $5.99 a pound. And it's back, only Monday through Wednesday. Traditional Pollo Asada, buy one, get 1 pound free. Kennedy's Karne is open Sunday through Wednesday, 8 a.m. to 8:30 p.m. Thursday through Saturday, 8 to 8. That's Kennedy's Karne at 1239 Adams Avenue in El Centro.
And his team of employees at Stan's Auto Body are constantly striving on giving you 100% satisfaction on getting your vehicle repaired and fixed right. Stan's Auto Body is grateful for the support they hear from the job they're doing and being highly rated with CarWise.com. Yes, accidents are disturbing, and Stan's Auto Body is here for you to ease the pain and fix your vehicle as fast as possible. Stop by at 1880 West Euclid Avenue in El Centro.
John Driffill, Mickey Dale gave us a scouting report of the Palo Verde Valley Yellow Jackets. Mick had seen Palo Verde Valley earlier in the year, and basically what Mickey said was they run the football. They run a very tight double wing and shoulder to shoulder, belly to belly, and they just cram the ball right down your throat. And they've got 3 running backs that can do it.
Yes, it's very reminiscent of the Bloomington team that we've talked about throughout the years, almost 25 years ago now, where everybody is within about 5 yards of the football. That's everybody, all the linemen, the backs, the quarterback, the people behind him. They have the same type of fullback that weighs about 235. That Bloomington fullback was about 275, also played nose tackle. But they run the football, and Carroll, they have some of the most amazing stats that I have ever come across in a high school football. They've passed the ball 15 times. Now, that wasn't 15 times last week or 15 times in league game. They have thrown 15 passes all year. Now, this is the 9th game, so that means in 8 games, they are averaging less than 2 pass attempts per game. And yet, they've completed 9 of those 15 passes, and that's another amazing stat. That means they've completed 1 pass a game. But to add to that, what's even more amazing, Carroll, you complete 9 passes, only thrown 15 times. They have 6 passing touchdowns. So that's 2/3 of your pass completions have been for touchdowns, and 60% of your pass attempts have been for touchdowns. So it's absolutely an amazing record of them not throwing the football, but obviously when they do, they certainly catch the team, the defensive team, off guard, not expecting it, and that's how they've been able to end up with 6 touchdown passes, only 9 completions all year. And again, that is 1 touchdown completed pass every 2/3 of a game, which doesn't seem like much, but when you're only throwing 15 passes all year, that's an amazing stat.
The leader, Rio Albanez, 5'11", 170-pound senior at quarterback. He's got Xavier Bejarano and Marcus Macon behind him, along with the big guy, 6'1", 235-pound fullback Jonathan Kxo. Kxo gets the ball, expect him to go right up the gut, and with success. He's had very, very good success this year. 2 tight ends, and, they do have a wing back, but I'm not sure exactly what it is he does. When we see them playing, it's going to be more of a H-back blocking, but he can catch a pass. One of the names coming up from the past, Ty Phipps, is one of their tight ends, and we go back to when his dad was playing, and wasn't his grandfather the coach?
Yes, it's a family from Blythe, a well-known family. And Jeff Phipps is the one that played in the 90s. He was the quarterback on the football team, the center on the basketball team, and the starting pitcher on the baseball team.
I remember working some baseball games with the 6'5" Jeff Phipps, and he threw darts.
Yes, he had a great arm. Again, that's why he was a quarterback. Throw the football about 65 yards. An interesting bit of trivia. Jeff Phipps was the last recruiting class from the University of Pacific, which before they changed the name to University of Pacific was College of Pacific, or COP, coached by Amos Alonzo Stagg. I guess you'd have to be as old as we are to know the significance of that name. But Amos Alonzo Stagg with football is about the same as Babe Ruth with baseball, or anyone else you want to name in whatever sport. He was one of the founding fathers. And Jeff Phipps was the last recruiting class. Played that year, and then they shut down the football program at UOP. But his son is a senior, and we'll see him not only tonight, but later on in basketball and in baseball, just like his father. I want to mention another heritage player. Number 12 is Gabe Dagnino. His dad, George Dagnino, was the coach here at Palo Verde for years and years, still lives in Palo Verde. Actually, when the Palo Verde Junior College reformed their basketball team, George was the basketball coach at the junior college up there. So he is still around, still living in the area.
We've got more of our pregame festivities coming up on KXO, El Centro, California, and on the KXO YouTube channel.
Simply at Home, now at 607 West Main Street in El Centro. The largest vintage and antique selection in the Valley. Over 3,000 square feet of collectibles and antiques. With a wide selection of vendors, you never know what you're going to find at Simply at Home. Come check out the other great businesses inside Simply at Home's new location, such as Lola's Essentials, Wicked Ink Tattoo, All Valley Estates, and Odds and Ends. At Simply at Home, open Tuesday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 5:30, and Saturdays, 10 to 3, at 607 West Main Street in El Centro.
Hi, this is Jason Jackson, owner of Southwest Security. I've been providing private security locally for more than 20 years and have owned Southwest Security for more than 6.5 years. I'm proud to announce that we have over 250 employees working here in Imperial and Coachella Valley. Last year, I opened Southwest Postal, offering you 24-hour access 365 days a year. P.O. Box service to you. Also located at Southwest Security at the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro. If you're in the need for security services, please call us at Southwest Security at 760-970-4500. That's 970-4500.
The CB Stop, located at the corner of Cole and Bowker Road in Calexico, is your one-stop location for ice-cold beer, wine, and your favorite beverages. They have a selection of sandwiches, chips, snacks, ice, and play the lotto, including Powerball and Mega Super Lotto. You can even get fishing bait and a fishing license. The CB Stop has it all, along with a gas station with diesel and a car wash. Open 24 hours a day. The CB Stop, located in Calexico at the corner of Cole and Bowker Road.
Craving Mexican food? La Fonda Bar Grill is everybody's favorite choice. The Camacho family has been doing it right for many, many years. You're never disappointed on the service you get, the smiling faces who serve you, and the food that's delivered to your table. They make you feel at home. One tradition they've always kept is serving you freshly made Mexican food daily. From chile rellenos to enchiladas, everything is handmade. La Fonda Bar and Grill, 1950 South 4th Street, El Centro.
Your favorite NFL team plays on Imperial Valley's AM 1230, KXO El Centro.
And like last week, John, we're going to be running a little bit late. The Eagles didn't get out onto the field till 7 o'clock, so much for a 7 o'clock kickoff. The captains will be meeting. Either we've got some incoming 155 rounds or fireworks are going off, John. I'm not sure which one it is. If it's the 155 rounds, I'm digging deep.
Well, it is homecoming, so I'm going to go with the fireworks part.
Okay.
And we did have a JV game that was played before this, and so that's why we're backed up a little bit, but not too badly. We've had some games that started well after the fact for various reasons this year, but they're getting ready to go here as the captains are meeting on the field. We do have a 5-man crew after last week with only a 4-man crew being in attendance. There are 4 games going on tonight, and we'll certainly have scoring updates throughout the evening.
Well, we can give you one. A game played last night. Brawley beat Calexico 48-20, that NIVL game. And earlier this afternoon, it was Calipatria in San Diego to take on Maranatha Christian, a 3 o'clock kickoff. And that game is over. Maranatha Christian defeated Calipatria 49-23. So, Coach Ryan Martin, tough year. It was like 3 days before the season started when he took over. And so just kind of scrambling. He and the Hornets will be, they'll be all right.
Yes, and the reason they played that game in the afternoon, they played that at a site that does not have lights. So they had the 1 o'clock start. And a lot of people remember back in the day, that used to be the preferred time for high school starting back before we turned around the about 1950 era. So a little throwback there, getting an early start, early completion, and Calipat's probably already back at home. Their high school returned already and tuning in, listening to this game.
I can remember when my father was coaching high school football that they played on Saturday afternoon.
Again, because there were no lights.
Right. And it was a big city, and you didn't want to be on Saturday night.
I wasn't going to mention that part of the equation.
Okay, we're set for the kickoff. The ball is in the air, short kick. It'll bounce at the 25, picked up there out to the 30, to the 35. And Palo Verde will put the ball in play, 1st and 10, on their own 32-yard line. The return by Ezekiel Gibson.
And Carroll, this is one of the things that we have not seen this year. Palo Verde won the toss, and they did not defer. They want the football, which tells you the mindset of Coach Wally Grant.
Well, wind will not be a factor tonight, and it is, the best night we've had for football so far.
Temperature-wise, we're down. It has to be, if it's not into the 70s yet, it's got to be the low 80s. And Palo Verde up there, once again, everybody within 5 yards, maybe even less of the football. They're just packed in tight.
And that's what they're going to run. And the big guy, Kxo, is in the backfield, but it is a pitch to the wing, who stays on his feet across the 40, 45 to the 50 to the 48-yard line in Eagle territory. And that, I believe, was Marcus Macon.
Right. It's very hard to read their numbers, but that was Macon on his first carry that goes for a 1st down as he took it into Eagles territory. 18-yard pickup. He's actually hit about 5 yards past the line of scrimmage and then drove forward another 13 yards.
Okay, the fullback, Kxo, his helmet is touching the butt of the guard right in front of him. They are that tight. Same play, the other side, turning it outside, getting a block across the 40 to the 35, down to about the 31-yard line. And that would be Xavier Bejarano.
Yeah, Xavier getting his first carry. That's this two-headed attack. Xavier Bejarano, and then the other one is Marcus Macon. They take turns, and he was able to move the ball down to the 31-yard line. So each of the two backs start out with 18-yard carries on their individual initial attempts.
1st and 10 from the Eagle 31-yard line.
We do see that many of the Yellow Jackets have pink towels hanging.
And on a cross, it is a pitch to Marcus Macon. What they did was they pitched it to Xavier Bejarano. A crossbuck is what we called it. And Bejarano gave it to Macon, and Macon chugged 31 yards into the end zone. Nobody touched him. Everybody was on Macon, or rather Bejarano.
Not only did nobody touch him, Carroll, there was only one player that even saw the play. So he was about 10 yards behind Macon, chasing him into the end zone. The only way he was not going to score is if he would have tripped and fallen down.
Joshua Perez will try the point after attempt. Snap back. Kick is up. The kick is good. So we've got 10:26 to play in the first quarter. It is Palo Verde 7, and the Southwest Eagles are coming to bat.
Wake up with Broken Yolk Café. Open daily at 7 a.m. Serving your favorite breakfast. From omelets, pancakes, eggs Benedict, waffles, and yes, Mexican breakfast too. Broken Yolk Café serves lunch till 2 p.m. From sandwiches, salads, and yes, of course, the all-American cheeseburger. Broken Yolk Café thanks you for voting us the best breakfast in town. Once again, you can order online at Broken Yolk Café El Centro or call 760-352-9655.
High school football, we're live on KXO El Centro, California, and on the KXO YouTube channel. Palo Verde will now kick off following that brief scoring drive. High, short kick, picked up at the 27-yard line, looking for some running room, and there's nothing there as Cole Redden is hit, pushed out of bounds. They'll give him progress out to the 32-yard line.
And Carroll, looking back on that scoring play, actually is what happened is Bejarano pitched the ball forward, and so I don't think they'll count that as that little forward pitch pass, but he did not lateral it behind him, that Macon actually cut in front of him, which makes it a much safer, much easier toss. And that's why it was completed in such a quick split of an eye wink, and he was off and running. Nobody was near him.
Logan Youngers brings them out. He's in the shotgun. Matai Cervantes is standing next to him. Youngers drops back, looks downfield, got a man open, and the catch is made by Andres Lopez, and Lopez was hit immediately, and he's going to feel that one. That one is going to leave a mark. And for that matter, Lopez coming off the field right now.
Great play, though, Carroll. That was good for a 15-yard pickup. For his first play, you pick up 15 yards and a first down. The ball's all the way out on the 46-yard line of the Eagles, near midfield.
Xavier Bejarano with that big hit. It legitimate. I mean, it was just a big hit. Lillian goes in motion, and looking for some running room is Logan Youngers, and there's nothing there. He is dropped for a loss. And again, Bejarano on the tackle.
Now that will not go as a sack because that was a design run play. Obviously, Youngers taking the snap from center, but he did not fake or look like he was going to pass. He sprinted out to the right, and Bejarano held his position, brought him down 4 yards in the backfield.
2nd and 14. The ball is spotted on the 42-yard line of the Eagles. Handoff to Cisneros. Cisneros pops through, picks up 13 yards across the 50-yard line. They will spot it on the 46-yard line, so it'll bring up 3rd and 2.
Nice 12-yard pickup by Cisneros on his first carry, and we have seen Cisneros with success this year, and that was a great job of breaking the tackle right at the line of scrimmage and getting up secondary and finally brought down just short of the first down marker.
2nd and 2. On the sweep, the jet sweep, and it'll go nowhere. William Lillian will get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. 4th and 2.
Interesting call now for the Eagles. Are they going to go for it? I would assume they would. Homecoming. They're 1-7 on the year, so why not?
A little bit of discussion on the sidelines. Exactly what are we going to do, Coach?
Yeah, they may need to take a timeout here if they too much longer. They certainly don't want to take a 5-yard delay of game penalty, make it that much tougher.
It is 4th and 2. They come out in the shotgun. Youngers drops back, rolls to his right. He's chased, he's hit, he's sacked. And he'll lose about 10 yards. And on the sack, Ian Maciel. Maciel tracked him down like a homing missile, just right at him.
Yeah, Palo Verde knew 4th down. They just flew after Youngers. Play took a little bit too long to develop. And by the time Youngers had his receivers break open, he's had no chance. He was already down on the ground.
Albanez brings them out 1st and 10 from the Eagle 41-yard line. Pitches back to Macon. Macon cuts across, breaks through. He'll go into the end zone for the touchdown. 41-yard touchdown scamper, Marcus Macon, 5'9", 165-pound senior. And I think somebody got a hand on him in the backfield, but that was it, a hand as he ran by.
The Carroll, interesting formation. They had the big fullback, Jonathan Crow, was about 6 inches behind the quarterback, and then as soon as the ball was snapped, he led through the hole and just cleaned it out. 41 yards later, Palo Verde had their second score of the evening.
Perez with the point after attempt. Snap back, kick is up, kick is good. We've got 7:07 to play in the first quarter. It's Palo Verde Valley 14, Southwest 0.
McNeece Mart is your one-stop convenience store with everything you need to get you through your day. Fill your tank with V-Power from Shell, and then visit the deli for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Choose your favorite deli sandwich or hot stuffed pizza, or feed the office for your next party with their giant 52-inch pizza. Daily specials on selected foot-long subs. Yes, McNeece Mart is your one-stop convenience store at the corner of Dogwood and Main Street in El Centro.
Learning a new skill, continuing your education, or returning to school for the first time can be stressful. IVC has the resources to help you succeed by offering programs to eligible students who qualify for tuition assistance, book grants, and additional programs like IVC's Kitchen Pantry, Housing Program, Career Services Support, and so much more. Let Imperial Valley College help you become a college graduate. Visit imperial.edu/admissions to register today. Imperial Valley College is recognized nationwide as a top 10 community college for college excellence.
Okay, the kickoff, a short kickoff, and flag comes in because the receiver signaled fair catch very clearly, very obviously, and then ran after catching the ball. So, he gets hit and got hit hard. He also gets penalized. You can't do that.
The official penalty is delay of game, as he has delayed the game after the fair catch. Obviously, the clock will stop as soon as he catches it, but he took off running, so therefore the delay of game. Moves the ball back now inside the 25. Looks like they set it on about the 22-yard line.
It'll be 1st and 10 Eagles from their own 22-yard line.
As always, Southwest looking over to the sidelines to get the play signaled in, and they're ready to go.
And the handoff right up the middle, and there's nothing there. I believe that was Fernie Cervantes. But wait until they yeah, that was Fernie. See the big brother or the little brother?
Younger brother.
Okay.
Which means we have not seen Enrique yet offensively, so not sure why. Hopefully everything's okay. no gain for the younger Cervantes.
It'll be 2nd and 10. Eagles trail 14-0. We're just underway. Imperial and Brawley are playing just up the road. Mickey Dale, George Grijalva with that game. And looking for some running room, looking to get a pass away and nothing doing as he is again tracked down and sacked. Ian Maciel got him again, and it'll be a 5-yard loss. It'll bring up 3rd and 15, John.
Yes, and that time you can see that these Yellow Jackets, their linebackers, stand-up ends, or the small players, they have a lot of players going both ways, but they also have an extreme amount of speed, as you have Macon and Bejarano are 2 of those guys, and they can run people down, and that's what they did that time for Youngers.
Their DBs play tight coverage. Youngers back to pass, again chased out of the pocket, dumps it off, and it is in and out of the hands of Lillian.
Would have been an absolutely fantastic catch, as he had to just leave the ground, both feet, arms extended completely, fully. Was able to get a couple hands on the football, but it's just a little bit too high and perhaps a little bit too hard. So it'll bring up 4th down, and we would expect the first punt of the game now.
I would expect we see a punt at this point. The Eagles with a 4th and 15. Line of scrimmage is their own 17-yard line. Snap back. Punt sails a little bit, bounces, and is picked up and then dropped. But the Yellow Jackets cover it. They will take over 1st and 10, and the ball will be spotted on the Eagle 47-yard line.
That was Anthony Molina on the kick.
And that, we haven't seen him kicking before, have we, John?
Actually, he was the one that started kicking at Brawley because they had some injuries, and he liked it so much. Remember that one snap he took off running? So he's been kicking the last 3 weeks, counting the Brawley game. Palo Verde right up on the line of scrimmage, ready to go. They're in Eagle territory already with the ball on the 47-yard line.
And again, everybody tight. I mean, tight. Making in motion, but they dump it off in the flat to the big guy, Kxo. He's across the 40, the 30, pushes 2 people over, pulls another one down, and rolls into the end zone. He just literally ran over 3 Eagles.
Well,
Jonathan Kxo, 6'1", 235.
And he does not run like 235 pounds. He was out-distancing the cornerbacks there of the Eagles. The ones that got close to him probably wish they hadn't of. And he showed not only is he big, but he's got some speed too.
So we will have point after attempt, kick from placement. Snap back, kick up, kick is good. 5:06 to play in the first quarter. Palo Verde 21, Southwest Eagles nothing.
Kennedy's Taco Shop in the Ocotillo Plaza in El Centro, home of the 2 for $10 burritos and tortas, 99-cent fish tacos every day. You can enjoy with an ice-cold beer. And don't forget Kennedy's award-winning carne asada. They also have thrifty ice cream. Kennedy's Taco Shop is open Monday through Friday, 10:30 to 7, Saturdays 11 to 6. That's Kennedy's Taco Shop, 1560 Ocotillo Drive in the Ocotillo Plaza.
Are you an
in El Centro.
enthusiastic sports fan? Want to have fun and get in on the action?
Heck, yes. That'd be awesome.
Have great attention to detail? Want to stay active?
Definitely.
Want to give back to the student athletes in your community?
Obviously, yes.
Then you'd make an excellent high school sports official. We need more officials in California, because with no high school officials, there are no high school sports. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
A short high kickoff. Cole Redden will pick it up at the 25, carry it out across the 30 to about the 34-yard line. Eagles put it in play 1st and 10.
Carroll, how's this for offense efficiency? Palo Verde's run 5 plays from scrimmage. They have 3 touchdowns.
That's rather efficient. 1 pass, and that was for a touchdown.
Southwest now trying to get something started. Youngers back in the shotgun formation as he has been all year.
Drops back, looking, dumps it off. A little screen pass. It is complete to Cisneros. And Cisneros has had more success offensively than anybody else so far for the Eagles.
He had that 112-yard pickup, and now he's got another first down. Southwest's second first down here in the early going.
Picked up exactly 10.
Which is all you need to do for that first down. So Southwest trying to get something here to get back in the game.
1st and 10, Eagles from their own 44-yard line. Younger's quick pass and goes incomplete. Intended out in the flat to Julian Lopez, and it was thrown a little bit behind. And if Youngers is going to have any success passing, it's going to have to be that quick pass, John.
Yes, or like the screen on the previous play, the one they completed to start the game, where they completed it out in the flat to Andres Lopez. He's got to get the ball out of his hands. This rush of the Yellow Jackets is very quick.
Handoff, it is Cisneros. Cisneros this time is dropped, and he'll lose a yard. He'll bring up 3rd and about 11.
Southwest looking over to the sidelines, getting the play called in, ready to go. Palo Verde for their offensive formations, pretty much your basic defense. They just play a pretty much high school basic defense. 4 down linemen, linebackers, and safeties in the middle of the field.
And getting in on Youngers, but he gets the ball away. It is completed to Aiden Salazar. And Salazar will pick up a couple of yards, but that'll bring up 4th and 6.
Youngers 3 for 5 so far, as he is spreading the ball around to 3 different receivers. It does look like Southwest is going to punt, as Fernando Cervantes is in front of the kicker Molina.
It is 4th and 6. Eagles in punt formation.
Bejarano back as a lone set or safety.
Oh, boy, did he get a foot into that one all the way down inside the 5, and it'll be covered at about the 2-yard line. That was a beautiful, he got all of that, John.
Yeah, Bejarano let it bounce, and then when he saw that it wasn't going in the end zone, he started back after, but fortunately for Palo Verde, he didn't get there before the Southwest people did, because you don't want to try to pick up a rolling football down there inside your own 5-yard line.
It'll be 1st and 10, Palo Verde. They will put it in play on their own 2-yard line. So far, they've had very good success running the football, John. They've had equal success passing the football.
Yep, 1 for 1 passing for 47 yards. They've run the ball 4 times. That's the 5 plays from scrimmage that they've had so far here in the first quarter.
Everybody in tight, literally touching. Kxo, the single setback, double wing. In motion goes Bejarano, but the handoff goes right up the gut to Kxo. Kxo across the 20, the 30, pushes a guy aside, goes across the 40, out to the 50-yard line. 235-pound Jonathan Kxo.
You can see the difference right there as the would-be cornerback running after Kxo looked like he was about half as big as Kxo. Finally, it took about 3 or 4 of his teammates. They got a hold of him and pulled him down right at midfield for a 48-yard pickup.
It'll be 1st and 10. They spot it right on the 50.
So we finally have a play that Southwest was able to keep the Yellow Jackets out of the end zone.
First and 10. And with that the same play, or is that Macon? It is, no, it is
Bejarano, but it's
Bejarano.
the same play, switching who does what and
Right.
switching directions. Instead of the right, they ran around the left.
And that's what confused even me. It was same play, but
I think
different.
we have a flag down, though,
Yes,
Carroll.
we do. There is a flag out at the 14-yard line, and that will be against Palo Verde, I'm pretty sure.
But that was exact mirror play. This time, Macon took the original pitch, and then cutting behind him was, or in front of him, excuse me, is Bejarano. Macon just kind of tosses the ball in the air, leaves it there. Bejarano picks it up and goes running the other direction. And they're moving this back now. We'll have to wait and see where they finally spot it. This could be one of those weird times where you're going to have like a 1st and 7 or 3 or something like that, as it is a spot foul.
Commander Seaman will tell us.
And it looks like they're going to finally put the ball down on the 25-yard line.
And I'm sure it was a block in the back or a hold, one or the other.
But now you've got, after 2 plays from your 2-yard line, 1st and 10 from the other team's 25.
Albanez brings them out. And it is Bejarano into the end zone. Touchdown.
Yeah, that time they faked the dive to Macon around the right side, and the quarterback pirouetted and gave it to Bejarano, cutting behind him. Again, much like a butt sweep or a counter play. And Bejarano did his part to take it the last 25 yards into the end zone.
So the Yellow Jackets, 98 yards on that drive. The only thing that marred it was that one penalty. But they made up for that.
And this time it took them 3 plays to get it in the end zone, Carroll.
We'll have the point after attempt. Snap back, kick up, kick good. With 1:10 to play in the first quarter. It is Palo Verde 28 and Southwest nothing.
Bo and his team of employees at Stan's Auto Body are constantly striving on giving you 100% satisfaction on getting your vehicle repaired and fixed right. Stan's Auto Body is grateful for the support they hear from the job they're doing and being highly rated with CarWise.com. Yes, accidents are disturbing, and Stan's Auto Body is here for you to ease the pain and fix your vehicle as fast as possible. Stop by at 1880 West Euclid Avenue in El Centro.
Your favorite NFL team plays on Imperial Valley's AM 1230, Kxo El Centro.
And Sunday night football coming up. It will be the Steelers and the Dolphins. Should be a good Don Shula, right? Okay.
Back in the day.
And let's see. Quarterback for the Steelers. What's that big guy? Terry Bradshaw.
He's still around.
Yes. The Yellow Jackets kick off. Same place. And now fair catch and stand there. Way to go. So the Eagles will put it in play 1st and 10. And it will be on their own 28-yard line.
You certainly can see the philosophy of what Palo Verde wants. They do not want to give up any long plays on the kicking game, so they just pooch the ball up in the air somewhere around the 25-yard line. And that time it was received with a fair catch. So Southwest, not poor position, field position to start this drive, but certainly you'd like a little better.
Central leads Imperial 7-0 first quarter score. That game in Imperial. Mickey Dale, George Grijalva have it on our website, kxoradio.com.
Southwest with triple wideouts in that V or triangle formation.
Rolling out to his right, looking downfield, finding a man open, hitting it, and intercepted.
Let's see if they're going to say it hit the ground. We're getting a conference here of all 5 officials.
It did not hit the ground. He made a clean catch.
Yeah, the ball went directly to the receiver, and the big hit popped the ball up into the air. And I believe that was Macon that made the catch. So
yes, it was.
That young man also shows he's got a great pair of hands.
So the Palo Verde Yellow Jackets,
not needing any help, just got some there.
Well, and again, it was the big hit that created the issue. Catch, I believe it was Lillian with the catch, and stretched out and got hit in the back. Ball pops up, and Bejarano alertly picked it up.
So now Palo Verde starts this drive on the 41-yard line. The reigning Division 5 San Diego Section CIF champs have shown their pedigree tonight.
1st and 10, Palo Verde. It is Macon. Macon in the middle, and they stopped him. The interior of the Eagles defensive line stopped him for a 4-yard gain.
And Carroll, that right there is a moral victory for the Eagles. We can look and see that previous running plays have been 18-18, 31, 41, 48, 25, and 25 yards. So to hold them to 4, that is certainly a victory for this Eagle defense.
Double wing, everybody in tight. I don't think you could put a credit card between the players. And this time it is Kxo up the middle. He's got a slot open and is across the 25 to about the 22-yard line. Kxo picks up the first down, and we're done at the end of 1 quarter of football. Our score, it is Palo Verde 28, Southwest nothing.
Craving Mexican food? La Fonda Bar Grill is everybody's favorite choice. The Camacho family has been doing it right for many, many years. You're never disappointed on the service you get, the smiling faces who serve you, and the food that's delivered to your table. They make you feel at home. One tradition they've always kept is serving you freshly made Mexican food daily. From chile rellenos to enchiladas, everything is handmade. La Fonda Bar and Grill, 1950 South 4th Street, El Centro.
Learning a new skill, continuing your education, or returning to school for the first time can be stressful. IVC has the resources to help you succeed by offering programs to eligible students who qualify for tuition assistance, book grants, and additional programs like IVC's Kitchen Pantry, Housing Program, Career Services Support, and so much more. Let Imperial Valley College help you become a college graduate. Visit imperial.edu/admissions to register today. Imperial Valley College is recognized nationwide as a top 10 community college for college excellence.
Okay, John, we've just played 1 quarter. And it's Palo Verde 28, Southwest nothing. It feels like we've been through the better part of a football game, John.
Well, yeah, not only that, Carroll, but Palo Verde now with 1st and 10 from the 23-yard line of the Eagles appears that they're ready to put their 5th touchdown up on the board in under 13 minutes of play or game time. You mentioned the part of the perks of being CIF champs. They got moved up from Division 5 to Division 4. Also, part of the perks is they have a beautiful charter bus that brought these kids here. And I've never seen Palo Verde football team show up in anything other than a school yellow dog is what we call them, the old yellow school buses. That's a beautiful charter bus they've got. So it's good to see Palo Verde's got some support from their home crowd fans, too.
1st and 10, Palo Verde from the Eagle 22-yard line. And this time it is Macon. Macon dances in and out and gets it down to the 1-yard line. Macon, he made 4 cuts on that play, John.
And kept his balance every time. And that's one of the reasons why he's got over 1,500 yards rushing on the season. Would have more if he ran the ball more. So that brings up 1st and goal for these Yellow Jackets.
He cut right, cut left, back right, back left, and took it all the way down to the 1-yard line. And I think this would be Jonathan Kxo territory.
You would think pretty much whoever they decide to give it to.
And it will be Alvin has carried it in himself, didn't he, John?
No, he pitched it. He pitched it and then led through the hole just like the Bloomington quarterback used to do that we saw. So that is a play they can do where Ibanez will, fake a pitch and then almost like a counter cut the other direction. But that time he pitched the ball and Macon ran it in for the touchdown.
So we're just underway in the second quarter, and it is 34-0. The Yellow Jackets will try the point after. Unlike Bloomington, again, we're going back way, way back. Bloomington didn't kick extra points. It was always a 2-point conversion, and it was always successful.
Well, that was their philosophy.
The ball is blocked. So the Eagles come through and block the point after attempt. And with 11 minutes to play in the first half, our score, Palo Verde 34, Southwest nothing.
Simply at home, now at 607 West Main Street in El Centro. The largest vintage and antique selection in the valley. Over 3,000 square feet of collectibles and antiques. With a wide selection of vendors, you never know what you're going to find at Simply at Home. Come check out the other great businesses inside Simply at Home's new location, such as Lola's Essentials, Wicked Ink Tattoo, All Valley Estates, and Odds and Ends. That's Simply at Home, open Tuesday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 5:30, and Saturdays, 10 to 3, at 607 West Main Street in El Centro.
The Yellow Jackets getting set to kick off, and typically it'll be a high, relatively short kick towards the sideline, and negating much of a return.
Leandro Fernandez does the kickoffs. They do have their designator Joshua Perez for all their kicks and punts, but Leandro Fernandez does these kickoffs, and he's very adept at it.
Puts it right over there, and it is caught at the 28-yard line. Carries it out to about the 32-yard line. I believe that was Cole Redden again.
And once again, the whole philosophy behind that kind of kick is you're not going to give up a big return, a big play on special teams, as the ball just floats down there and you have your fastest runners on that side. They practice it during the week. They do it every time they score, and they've scored a lot this year, so they are very good at it.
Eagles come out 1st and 10 on their own 32-yard line. Youngers. From the shotgun. Youngers will hand off and looking for some running room, and just not a whole lot in there. As, again, it was Edgar Cisneros on the carry. Picks up 2.
Yes, Cisneros has been their most effective ball carrier, getting positive yards. Brings up 2nd and 8 as the Eagles look over to the sidelines to get the play called in. Now, one thing that's unfortunate for the Eagles, as we already have a 5-touchdown deficit, Palo Verde is not a deep team, so they don't have a lot of subs out there that they can sub in and start playing.
Rolling and dumping it off. It is complete out in the flat, and then being chased out of bounds was Josiah Estrada. Estrada will pick up the first down, I believe. Nope. Said he went out of bounds on the 40, actually, so it'll be 3rd and 2.
Very close. See if Southwest can get their 3rd first down, first here of the second quarter. 6-yard pickup.
From the pistol, Cisneros behind Youngers. Handoff to Cisneros. He's chased and is tossed and dropped by Jonathan Crow.
The tackler was waiting for the whistle, and since he didn't hear it, he just wrestled him down to the ground for a loss all the way back to the 26-yard line.
And that will bring up 4th and 19.
Was that Youngers on that sack, or was that?
No, it was Cisneros.
So they tried to get in the ball and get him out in the open field, and that time it just didn't work.
Crow just put him in the spotlight and went right after him. Heat-seeking missile is what I was thinking about.
Once again, we have one back to receive the kick at the 40-yard line. Molina getting the snap.
And bad snap. Not a real good kick, but the best you can do. Picked up at the 48-yard line, breaking one tackle and pushing his way through. I believe that would be Bejarano. And that's who it was. It'll be 1st and 10. Yellow Jackets. They will have it on the Eagle 43-yard line.
And it bears repeating, Carroll, the reason we keep calling these same names, it's not because Palo Verde's trying to run up the score. That's the players they have at each of those positions. They run the ball on offense. They return the kicks on punts and kickoffs. They play defense. So that's just the team that Palo Verde has. You know, they're not a squad of 60 or 70 kids out there.
It's about 25 or 28 total on the team.
So the point being, again, they're not running up the score by giving the ball to either Bejarano or Macon. It's just that's their ball carriers.
And it is Bejarano in the middle, cuts his way through, down across the 30, down to the 25, down to the 23-yard line. A flag comes in from the back judge.
And let's see, this could be a hold, but also it could be a face mask the way it came in, as one of the referees got bowled over there by the tackling scrum. He's up and appears to be okay.
Sure hope it isn't Fred Ramsey.
No, because if it was Fred, he'd still be down. So the ball is at the 29-yard line, so that was a nice pickup of 13 yards for Bejarano, and it does look like it's going to be a face mask.
Personal foul, face mask. Hey, that's one way to get him down. So from the 23, they will march it down and spot it on the 12-yard line.
Yeah, certainly don't need to give the Yellow Jackets a free 15 yards. They're doing quite well just running their offense. But Palo Verde now, once again, knocking on the door. This would be their 6th touchdown, and we still have more than half of our second quarter to complete.
Albanez brings his team out, 1st and 10 from the 12. Kxo with the single setback. And right up the middle and into the end zone. Touchdown.
Yeah, that's Macon again. Getting his touchdown, not the first one on the night. Palo Verde now will try the PAT. Last time, Southwest did a great job of breaking the center of the line and blocking the kick. It was not a bad snap. They just got through and blocked it.
So Perez will try out of the hold. Of Maciel. The kick is up. The kick is good. So everybody working in unison there. We've got 8:18 to play in the first half. It is Palo Verde 41 and the Southwest Eagles nothing.
Kennedy's Taco Shop in the Ocotillo Plaza in El Centro, home of the 2 for $10 burritos and tortas, 99-cent fish tacos every day you can enjoy with an ice-cold beer. And don't forget Kennedy's award-winning carne asada. They also have thrifty ice cream. Kennedy's Taco Shop is open Monday through Friday, 10:30 to 7, Saturdays 11 to 6. That's Kennedy's Taco Shop, 1560 Ocotillo Drive in the Ocotillo Plaza in El Centro.
High school football, we're live on AM 1230 KXO El Centro, California. The Palo Verde Valley Yellow Jackets from Blythe and the Southwest Eagles. It's homecoming for the Eagles here. And so far, it hasn't been a very pleasant first half for the Eagles.
Fernandez ready to pooch the ball in the air, as he does again.
Same play. Let it go and let it go out of bounds and take it on the 35. Okay. Makes sense to me.
It'd be interesting, Carroll, to see if they move them back 5 yards, because if they pooch it 5 yards back, that means it's going to be somewhere near the 35. Maybe you can get a few more yards if you catch it and run. But I believe Southwest is going to take it on the 35.
It'll be 1st and 10 Eagles on their own 35-yard line. In case you are interested, the Philadelphia Phillies lead the San Diego Padres 4-2 in the bottom of the 8th inning.
That game is in Philadelphia, correct?
It is in the city of brotherly love, where they boo Santa Claus.
Among others.
And, hey, having been born and lived about 50 miles from Philly for the first 9 years of my life, Philly's a beautiful town. Timeout on the field. We'll take timeout. Again, it is Palo Verde 41 and Southwest nothing.
Kennedy's Karne at 1239 Adams Avenue in El Centro. Check out these specials. USDA Choice or Black Angus Carne Asada Flat Meat, $1 off per pound. USDA Choice Filet Mignon, $9.99 a pound. Chicken wings, $1.99 a pound. Su Carne Ribeye Steak Bone-In, $6.99 a pound. And Su Carne Marinated Flat Meat, $5.99 a pound. And it's back, only Monday through Wednesday. Traditional Pollo Asada, buy one, get 1 pound free. Kennedy's Karne is open Sunday through Wednesday, 8 a.m. to 8:30 p.m. Thursday through Saturday, 8 to 8. That's Kennedy's Karne at 1239 Adams Avenue in El Centro.
The CB Stop, located at the corner of Cole and Bowker Road in Calexico, is your one-stop location for ice-cold beer, wine, and your favorite beverages. They have a selection of sandwiches, chips, snacks, ice, and play the lotto, including Powerball and Mega Super Lotto. You can even get fishing bait and a fishing license. The CB Stop has it all, along with a gas station with diesel and a car wash. Open 24 hours a day. The CB Stop, located in Calexico at the corner of Cole and Bowker Road.
It'll be the Eagles. Logan Youngers from the shotgun. Cisneros is right behind him. Dumps it off into the flat. It is complete to Lillian. Lillian gets it across the 40 to the 41-yard line. Again, that quick from the wideout, just 3 steps, bang, got the football.
And once they do that, Carroll, it does give them a chance to be successful. 6-yard pickup for Lillian brings up 2nd and 4. Very makeable 2nd and 4.
Fernie Cervantes comes out. Edgar Cisneros goes in. They've been sharing the ball-carrying duties tonight. Snap back, handoff. It is Cisneros, and Cisneros is pushed back. He'll pick up a couple of yards. Out to the progress to the 43-yard line. It'll be 3rd and about 2.
So Cisneros again with positive yards. He did have that one previous play before they punted that netted a negative 14, but he's been the most effective ball carrier on the night with Enrique Cervantes. We have not seen Matai tonight so far.
Yellow Jackets jump off sides, and that'll cost them 5 yards and give the Eagles a first down.
3rd first down here, the half for the Eagles.
Is that the first penalty on the Yellow Jackets, John?
Yes.
So the Eagles get the first down. It is on their own 48-yard line. Youngers dumps it off. It is complete. And breaking a couple of tackles is Julian Lopez. Lopez spins out to the 43-yard line in Yellow Jacket territory. Mark it on the 42, 1st and 10, Eagles.
Julian's first call and reception on the evening. Picks up the 4th first down. The ball across midfield, sitting on the 42-yard line of the Yellow Jackets.
From the pistol, Youngers with a 1st and 10. Hand it to Cisneros. Cisneros is hit and stood up and dropped Ty Phipps on the tackle.
Yeah, Phipps, being the defensive stand-up end, just stood there and waited, and as soon as Cisneros met him, he brought him down for a 1-yard pickup.
2nd and 9. Fernie Cervantes in, standing right next to Youngers. Estrada in the slot, looking, rolling to his right, getting blocked, and turning it upfield is Youngers, who then slides across the 30. And let's give props to Fernie Estrada. He took on Jonathan Kxo and blocked him very well. Gave Youngers the opportunity to pick up 10 yards.
An excellent first down run by Youngers, as the Eagles do have something going here.
I think Fernie gives away about 70 pounds to Jonathan Kxo. 1st and 10 Eagles. They are moving. Youngers back to pass, dumps it off underneath a little screen pass to Fernie Cervantes. And Cervantes across the 25 to about the 23-yard line. Eagles have made some adjustments and are moving the football.
Yeah, Youngers has them going now. They're hitting on all cylinders, passing and with their rushing attack.
2nd and 5. Cervantes right behind Youngers. Cervantes gets the football, and he's met in the backfield and dropped immediately for a loss. And that was Diego Rivera on that tackle.
He shot through the gap and was able to bring down Cervantes before he could get up ahead of steam.
Loss of about 2. It'll be 3rd and 7.
Southwest in 4-down territory, trailing 41-0. You'd expect them to go for anything here.
Youngers drops back to pass, has some time, steps up in the pocket, and breaks one tackle, crosses the 10, and is hit and dropped as he gets down to about the, now they'll give him progress to the 11-yard line. 1st and 10 Eagles on the Yellow Jacket 11-yard line.
So that's gains of 12 and 15 when Youngers has tucked the ball in and run, picking up important first downs.
Central leads Imperial 14-0 in the second quarter. That's a big game in the IVL.
As was last week when Imperial and Brawley went to overtime. And we are certain that that did count as a victory for Brawley. It was not a tie.
Youngers rolling to his right, finds a man open and dumps it off complete. And that would be Josiah Estrada on the catch.
Yeah, that's Estrada's first catch of the evening. No, excuse me, second. He was able to pick up about 4 yards.
2nd and 6. It is Cervantes right behind Youngers. Cervantes with the football. Cervantes will pick up maybe a yard. One of the adjustments that the Eagles have made, John, is they have moved what is referred to as an H-back right off the tight end as an extra blocker. And that has created a little bit of room for the running game.
And we saw that last year at Palo Verde, where the Eagles did the same thing and gave their quarterback Youngers a much greater chance to be successful after a terrible first half.
3rd and 6. Youngers looking, chased out of the pocket, dumps it off, incomplete. And that'll bring up 4th down, 4th and 6.
Okay, Carroll, let me go ahead and ask you a philosophical question. You're down 41-0. Certainly this is a makeable field goal, or it's very similar to an extra point. Do you take the points here, or do you go for the touchdown?
You go for the TD.
And that's exactly what the Eagles are doing. And they can get a first down. The first down marker is near the 1 yard line, so they can get a first down without a touchdown.
From the shotgun, Youngers drops back, rolling to his left, looking downfield, chased, and looking for some running room, looking for a receiver. Chased clear to one side of the field, then back to the other side of the field, throws it into the end zone, incomplete. Youngers running for his life. He covered about 80 yards
and
going east and west on the field.
And unfortunately for the Eagles, if Youngers would have continued just sprinting, he probably could have gotten, if not the touchdown, the first down. But he did have a receiver wide open, and he threw him a fastball and wasn't able to bring it in. So that will turn the ball over on downs. And Palo Verde now looks like they're about 93 yards away from the end zone as everybody's lining up their trucks and cars for the halftime festivities of homecoming.
It'll be 1st and 10, Palo Verde. The ball is on their own 7-yard line. Albanez under center. Albanez hands off, and it is strutting, cutting, and finally being tossed down. Macon carries it all the way out to the 33-yard line, 34-yard line. 1st and 10. Palo Verde on their own 34.
27-yard pickup. And again, Macon, he breaks through the line of scrimmage hole, but after that, he seems to break 4 or 5 tackles before they can finally get him down. He's difficult to bring down.
Pitch is to Macon, and Macon turns it upfield across the 45, out to the 50, into Eagle territory. So Macon picks up more.
And that ends the half, Carroll.
That's the end of the first half of football. At the end of the half, our score, it is Palo Verde 41 and the Southwest Eagles nothing.
Hi, this is Jason Jackson, owner of Southwest Security. I've been providing private security locally for more than 20 years and have owned Southwest Security for more than 6.5 years. I'm proud to announce that we have over 250 employees working here in Imperial and Coachella Valley. Last year, I opened Southwest Postal, offering you 24-hour access 365 days a year. P.O. Box service to you. Also located at Southwest Security at the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro. If you're in the need for security services, please call us at Southwest Security at 760-970-4500. That's 970-4500.
The CB Stop, located at the corner of Cole and Bowker Road in Calexico, is your one-stop location for ice-cold beer, wine, and your favorite beverages. They have a selection of sandwiches, chips, snacks, ice, and play the lotto, including Powerball and Mega Super Lotto. You can even get fishing bait and a fishing license. The CB Stop has it all, along with a gas station with diesel and a car wash. Open 24 hours a day. The CB Stop, located in Calexico at the corner of Cole and Bowker Road.
Craving Mexican food? La Fonda Bar Grill is everybody's favorite choice. The Camacho family has been doing it right for many, many years. You're never disappointed on the service you get, the smiling faces who serve you, and the food that's delivered to your table. They make you feel at home. One tradition they've always kept is serving you freshly made Mexican food daily, from chile rellenos to enchiladas. Everything is handmade. La Fonda Bar and Grill, 1950 South 4th Street, El Centro.
Bo and his team of employees at Stan's Auto Body are constantly striving on giving you 100% satisfaction on getting your vehicle repaired and fixed right. Stan's Auto Body is grateful for the support they hear from the job they're doing and being highly rated with CarWise.com. Yes, accidents are disturbing, and Stan's Auto Body is here for you to ease the pain and fix your vehicle as fast as possible. Stop by at 1880 West Euclid Avenue in El Centro.
Are you an enthusiastic sports fan? Want to have fun and get in on the action?
Heck, yes. That'd be awesome.
Have great attention to detail? Want to stay active?
Definitely.
Want to give back to the student athletes in your community?
Obviously, yes.
Then you'd make an excellent high school sports official. We need more officials in California, because with no high school officials, there are no high school sports. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
Your favorite NFL team plays on Imperial Valley's AM 1230, Kxo El Centro.
We are at the half, it is a homecoming half. And, before we get too far into the half, we want to send a shout-out to Quincy Alconera of calligraphy. Okay, like calligraphy, only calligraphy. She did a lot of the decorations for the homecoming tonight. So we just wanted to say, well done. Looks nice. The Palo Verde Yellow Jackets, it's been all Yellow Jackets tonight as this game has progressed. The Yellow Jackets with a 41-0 lead at the half. And like I said, it has been all Yellow Jackets. The Eagles got a bit of a drive going and just couldn't finish it off. The defense of the Yellow Jackets stifled the drive, and the Eagles unable to put any points up on the board. So it's been a tough first half, a tough homecoming for the Eagles, but they have made some adjustments, and I think we may see some positive things come out of those adjustments. We'll be back with more after this.
Wake up with Broken Yolk Café. Open daily at 7 a.m. Serving your favorite breakfast. From omelets, pancakes, eggs Benedict, waffles, and yes, Mexican breakfast too. Broken Yolk Café serves lunch till 2 p.m. From sandwiches, salads, and yes, of course, the all-American cheeseburger. Broken Yolk Café thanks you for voting us the best breakfast in town. Once again, you can order online at Broken Yolk Café El Centro or call 760-352-9655.
McNeece Mart is your one-stop convenience store with everything you need to get you through your day. Fill your tank with V-Power from Shell, and then visit the deli for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Choose your favorite deli sandwich or hot stuffed pizza, or feed the office for your next party with their giant 52-inch pizza. Daily specials on selected foot-long subs. Yes, McNeece Mart is your one-stop convenience store at the corner of Dogwood and Main Street in El Centro.
Learning a new skill, continuing your education, or returning to school for the first time can be stressful. IVC has the resources to help you succeed by offering programs to eligible students who qualify for tuition assistance, book grants, and additional programs like IVC's Kitchen Pantry, Housing Program, Career Services Support, and so much more. Let Imperial Valley College help you become a college graduate. Visit imperial.edu/admissions to register today. Imperial Valley College is recognized nationwide as a top 10 community college for college excellence.
Kennedy's Taco Shop in the Ocotillo Plaza in El Centro, home of the 2 for $10 burritos and tortas, 99-cent fish tacos every day. You can enjoy with an ice-cold beer. And don't forget Kennedy's award-winning carne asada. They also have thrifty ice cream. Kennedy's Taco Shop is open Monday through Friday, 10:30 to 7, Saturdays 11 to 6. That's Kennedy's Taco Shop, 1560 Ocotillo Drive in the Ocotillo Plaza in El Centro.
Well, John, on the scoreboard, it is all Palo Verde. What kind of numbers do you have?
Well, they show the exact same thing, Carroll. When you put up 41 points in the first half, then you're going to have great statistics to talk about. And if you haven't scored, then it'll be the reverse on the other side as we are taking part of the festivities here of the 2022 homecoming for the Southwest Eagles. Various of the football players and others are being introduced as participants as princesses, and one of them will be named King, and then we'll also have the princesses announced, and then we'll have a queen that will be chosen from the princesses. But let's get back to the football stats. Palo Verde ran the ball 13 times from scrimmage for 300 yards, so you can see that is an average of near 20 yards an attempt. They did throw one pass. They completed that one pass for a 47-yard touchdown. So Palo Verde has 347 total yards. That's a game stat for most teams that are successful, and Palo Verde was able to accumulate all of that in the first half. They also were able to run for 14 first downs, and the reason there isn't more is because they had short one-play drives for touchdowns. So they did come up with 14 first downs, but just as impressive as all of that, Carroll, no fumbles, and obviously no interceptions with only trying one pass attempt. We'll be back to take a look at the southwest side of the football after this.
Craving Mexican food? La Fonda Bar Grill is everybody's favorite choice. The Camacho family has been doing it right for many, many years. You're never disappointed on the service you get, the smiling faces who serve you, and the food that's delivered to your table. They make you feel at home. One tradition they've always kept is serving you freshly made Mexican food daily, from chile rellenos to enchiladas. Everything is handmade. La Fonda Bar and Grill, 1950 South 4th Street, El Centro.
The CB Stop, located at the corner of Cole and Bowker Road in Calexico, is your one-stop location for ice-cold beer, wine, and your favorite beverages. They have a selection of sandwiches, chips, snacks, ice, and play the lotto, including Powerball and Mega Super Lotto. You can even get fishing bait and a fishing license. The CB Stop has it all, along with a gas station with diesel and a car wash. Open 24 hours a day. The CB Stop, located in Calexico at the corner of Cole and Bowker Road.
Bo and his team of employees at Stan's Auto Body are constantly striving on giving you 100% satisfaction on getting your vehicle repaired and fixed right. Stan's Auto Body is grateful for the support they hear from the job they're doing and being highly rated with CarWise.com. Yes, accidents are disturbing, and Stan's Auto Body is here for you to ease the pain and fix your vehicle as fast as possible. Stop by at 1880 West Euclid Avenue in El Centro.
Hi, this is Jason Jackson, owner of Southwest Security. I've been providing private security locally for more than 20 years and have owned Southwest Security for more than 6.5 years. I'm proud to announce that we have over 250 employees working here in Imperial and Coachella Valley. Last year, I opened Southwest Postal, offering you 24-hour access 365 days a year. P.O. Box service to you. Also located at Southwest Security at the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro. If you're in the need for security services, please call us at Southwest Security at 760-970-4500. That's 970-4500.
You're listening to High School Football on AM 1230 KXO El Centro and on the World Wide Web at kxoradio.com.
We are at the half where it is homecoming for the Southwest Eagles, and they are trailing the Palo Verde Yellow Jacks 41-0 in this non-league game. Palo Verde is currently participating in the Desert Leagues. Southwest is in the Imperial Valley League. That will probably change by next year, as they do have teams that move up to the different, one would move up from the Desert League to the IVL, and the IVL team moves down. Right now, the candidates to move up are these Yellow Jackets and Vincent Memorial Scots, and the candidates to move back down right now appear to be Southwest and perhaps Hopeville, but we'll just have to wait and see. They'll figure all that stuff out after the season's completed. But we mentioned that the Yellow Jackets have run for 300 yards, thrown for 47, giving them 347 yards and 14 first downs. On the other side of the football, Southwest rushed it 15 times from scrimmage, but remember, every sack counts as a rushing attempt. So they really only rushed the ball 11 times from scrimmage. Youngers was sacked 4 times. So you add in the negative yards from the sack with the positive yards that were gained. So Southwest ends up with 15 carries for 11 positive yards. 7 for 10 was Youngers in the first half. So that's 7 pass attempts that he completed. And he did that among 6 different receivers. So he does spread the football around. And those 7 completions gave 56 total yards for the Eagles. So they did outgain the Yellow Jackets in one area. The Yellow Jackets had 47 yards of passing reception. The Eagles ended up with 56. So they beat them by 9 yards, giving Southwest a total of 67 total yards. Southwest did have 6 first downs. They did suffer 1 interception. That was the tip ball. That was a tremendous catch by Marcus Macon, just diving, spread out, parallel to the ground, grabbing it with his fingertips right off the grass and holding on to it as he hit the ground. So we've seen a little bit of everything. We'll be back to take a look at the individual stats for Southwest after this.
Kennedy's Taco Shop in the Ocotillo Plaza in El Centro, home of the 2 for $10 burritos and tortas, 99-cent fish tacos every day. You can enjoy with an ice-cold beer. And don't forget Kennedy's award-winning carne asada. They also have thrifty ice cream. Kennedy's Taco Shop is open Monday through Friday, 10:30 to 7, Saturdays 11 to 6. That's Kennedy's Taco Shop, 1560 Ocotillo Drive in the Ocotillo Plaza in El Centro.
Simply at Home, now at 607 West Main Street in El Centro. The largest vintage and antique selection in the valley. Over 3,000 square feet of collectibles and antiques. With a wide selection of vendors, you never know what you're going to find at Simply at Home. Come check out the other great businesses inside Simply at Home's new location, such as Lola's Essentials, Wicked Ink Tattoo, All Valley Estates, and Odds and Ends. That's Simply at Home, open Tuesday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 5:30, and Saturdays, 10 to 3, at 607 West Main Street in El Centro.
Wake up with Broken Yolk Café. Open daily at 7 a.m. Serving your favorite breakfast. From omelets, pancakes, eggs Benedict, waffles, and yes, Mexican breakfast too. Broken Yolk Café serves lunch till 2 p.m. From sandwiches, salads, and yes, of course, the all-American cheeseburger. Broken Yolk Café thanks you for voting us the best breakfast in town. Once again, you can order online at Broken Yolk Café El Centro or call 760-352-9655.
Kennedy's Karne at 1239 Adams Avenue in El Centro. Check out these specials. USDA Choice or Black Angus Carne Asada flat meat, $1 off per pound. USDA Choice Filet Mignon, $9.99 a pound. Chicken wings, $1.99 a pound. Su Carne ribeye steak bone-in, $6.99 a pound. And Su Carne marinated flat meat, $5.99 a pound. And it's back. Only Monday through Wednesday. Traditional Pollo Asada, buy one, get 1 pound free. Kennedy's Karne is open Sunday through Wednesday, 8 a.m. to 8:30 p.m. Thursday through Saturday, 8 to 8. That's Kennedy's Karne at 1239 Adams Avenue in El Centro.
We are at the half where Southwest trails the visiting Yellow Jackets 41-0 here in Southwest homecoming. And Carroll, I'm going to give you a minute to think about it. I was watching the procession of all the princesses, etc. Now, usually when you have the princesses driven on, it's just the preference of that individual school. Sometimes you have the old classic cars. Sometimes you have the Corvettes or the Mustangs or even the Cobras bringing them out. This is the desert. They came out, all the princesses, in huge four-door, four-wheel drive pickup trucks. So, yes, we do live in the desert. Do you remember the kind of vehicles they used at your homecoming?
I was in the locker room. The football team did not participate in the homecoming. And, no, that was for the cheerleaders and the parents. The football team, again, did not participate.
Yeah,
and we didn't have a band. We weren't big enough for a band.
Yeah, it's a little different nowadays because nowadays the football team is a participant in everything, including picking out the different, who's going to do the decorations and what are they going to have and how's it going to be as far as the program, etc. I remember we didn't have at the time what would be classic cars, but we had the old hot rods, the old 57 Chevys, and the old Thunderbirds. That's what our princesses rode out in. So here it's just interesting to see these big old huge 4x4 wheel pickup trucks bringing out our princesses. Well, let's get back to the football game. We mentioned that Southwest has run the ball has gained 11 yards on 15 rushing attempts, and that was among full ball carriers. First, we've got to mention Logan Youngers. He had 5 credited rushing attempts for 10 total yards. That's because he gained 22 yards his last 2 attempts. Almost got it in the end zone, not quite. Also, rushing the football 11 times from scrimmage was Edgar Cisneros for 3 yards. Getting 1 carry was William Lillian for no yards. And Fernando Cervantes, the super sophomore, had 3 carries for -2 yards. The 7 completion passes mentioned were among 6 different receivers. First, Edgar Cisneros had a catch for 10 yards. Getting 2 catches was Jonah Estrada for 10 yards. Also getting 1 catch was Willem Lilliam for 6 yards. Getting 1 catch was Andres Lopez for 15 yards. And getting a catch was Julian Lopez for 10 yards. And Fernando Cervantes, coming out of the backfield, got 1 catch for a 5-yard pickup. So all in all, as the scoreboard shows, with Southwest being trailing tonight in the first half 41-0, Palo Verde in the lead. The stats certainly show that. There was some successes by Southwest. They did block a PAT coming through the line. And also their last drive at the end of the first half, they did get the ball down inside the 10-yard line where they went for it on 4th down and weren't quite able to pick up the first down or the touchdown. But also another positive point is that Southwest will receive the second half kick.
Okay, John, the fireworks, they have announced the homecoming queen, And I have no idea who it is because I was busy doing other things, but we'll see if we can get that information for you. We're at the half. It is Palo Verde 41, Southwest nothing.
Hi, this is Jason Jackson, owner of Southwest Security. I've been providing private security locally for more than 20 years and have owned Southwest Security for more than 6.5 years. I'm proud to announce that we have over 250 employees working here in Imperial and Coachella Valley. Last year, I opened Southwest Postal, offering you 24-hour access 365 days a year. P.O. Box service to you. Also located at Southwest Security at the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro. If you're in the need for security services, please call us at Southwest Security at 760-970-4500. That's 970-4500.
Learning a new skill, continuing your education, or returning to school for the first time can be stressful. IVC has the resources to help you succeed by offering programs to eligible students who qualify for tuition assistance, book grants, and additional programs like IVC's Kitchen Pantry, housing program, career services support, and so much more. Let Imperial Valley College help you become a college graduate. Visit imperial.edu/admissions to register today. Imperial Valley College is recognized nationwide as a top 10 community college for college excellence.
McNeece Mart is your one-stop convenience store with everything you need to get you through your day. Fill your tank with V-Power from shelf, and then visit the deli for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Choose your favorite deli sandwich or hot stuffed pizza, or feed the office for your next party with their giant 52-inch pizza. Daily specials on selected foot-long subs. Yes, McNeece Mart is your one-stop convenience store at the corner of Dogwood and Main Street in El Centro.
Wake up with Broken Yolk Café. Open daily at 7 a.m. Serving your favorite breakfast. From omelet, pancakes, eggs Benedict, waffles, and yes, Mexican breakfast too. Broken Yolk Café serves lunch till 2 p.m. From sandwiches, salads, and yes, of course, the all-American cheeseburger. Broken Yolk Café thanks you for voting us the best breakfast in town. Once again, you can order online at Broken Yolk Café El Centro or call 760-352-9655.
Okay, John Driffill, you've done the research. You've got the king and queen of the homecoming, right?
Yes, I'm going to announce them. But first, Carroll, this is just one of those warm, fuzzy moments. Although this is football and a lot of people take it seriously, they're still kids. And right now, you can probably hear the fireworks going off in the background. Palo Verde not going anywhere for halftime. They're all gathered down in the end zone. There's a nice grass area behind the end zone. They're there. Their backs are to the field. Their coaches have them in the middle of the front of them, and they're all facing the coaches. Then the fireworks started. The coaches and all the kids all spun around, turned around, sitting down, watching the fireworks. Coaches, they left what they were doing, put down the clipboards. They came out, they stood there, and all of the Palo Verde players, the band, the cheerleaders, everybody here on the field, all were watching the fireworks. So Palo Verde with a nice 41-0 lead. They didn't miss out on the fireworks either. Their coach let them turn around, let them just be spectators, be kids is what he let them be. As whenever fireworks go off, everybody wants to see it. And again, these are kids, so they were able to get a good view of these fireworks up close. And now they're headed back to their bench as Southwest is returning to the field as well. Our queen for the 2022 Southwest Homecoming is, and congratulations, Bettina Rosas. And our king is a football player who did not go in at halftime. He stayed for the festivities, is our senior, and he wears number 80 on the football field, Marcus Areola, the king of 2022 homecoming.
And if you want to see a picture of them, they're on our Facebook page. You can look there. It's high school football on AM 1230 KXO El Centro, California. And on our YouTube channel, you can subscribe to the YouTube channel. It's free. High school football brought to you by Southwest Security Services, by the CB Stop in Calexico, La Fonda Bar and Grill, Stan's Auto Body, McNeece Mart, the Broken Yolk Café, Imperial Valley College, Kennedy's Karne, Simply at Home, downtown El Centro, and Kennedy's Taco. Taking a look at some of the other scores, last night, Brawley defeated Calexico 48-20. Tonight, so far, Central leads Imperial 22-0. That's at the half. Vincent 14, Holtville nothing. That is at the half. And Calipatria played this afternoon, and they lost to Maranatha Christian in San Diego. We're going to have a second half kickoff coming up, so keep it close. It's Palo Verde 41, Southwest nothing.
Craving Mexican food? La Fonda Bar and Grill is everybody's favorite choice. The Camacho family has been doing it right for many, many years. You're never disappointed on the service you get, the smiling faces who serve you, and the food that's delivered to your table. They make you feel at home. One tradition they've always kept is serving you freshly made Mexican food daily. From chile rellenos to enchiladas, everything is handmade. La Fonda Bar and Grill, 1950 South 4th Street, El Centro.
Bo and his team of employees at Stan's Auto Body are constantly striving on giving you 100% satisfaction on getting your vehicle repaired and fixed right. Stan's Auto Body is grateful for the support they hear from the job they're doing and being highly rated with CarWise.com. Yes, accidents are disturbing, and Stan's Auto Body is here for you to ease the pain and fix your vehicle as fast as possible. Stop by at 1880 West Euclid Avenue in El Centro.
Kennedy's Taco Shop in the Ocotillo Plaza in El Centro, home of the 2 for $10 burritos and tortas, 99-cent fish tacos every day you can enjoy with an ice-cold beer. And don't forget Kennedy's award-winning carne asada. They also have thrifty ice cream. Kennedy's Taco Shop is open Monday through Friday, 10:30 to 7, Saturdays 11 to 6. That's Kennedy's Taco Shop, 1560 Ocotillo Drive in the Ocotillo Plaza in El Centro.
Learning a new skill, continuing your education, or returning to school for the first time can be stressful. IVC has the resources to help you succeed by offering programs to eligible students who qualify for tuition assistance, book grants, and additional programs like IVC's Kitchen Pantry, Housing Program, Career Services Support, and so much more. Let Imperial Valley College help you become a college graduate. Visit imperial.edu/admissions to register today. Imperial Valley College is recognized nationwide as a top 10 community college for college excellence.
Okay, Coach John. Going to have to make some adjustments at halftime, and I don't mean just homecoming adjustments. I mean the Eagles, that last drive they put together, they did make some adjustments. Obviously, trailing 41-0, they're going to have to continue and keep doing what they did on that drive.
Yes, we saw that in-game adjustment where you mentioned they moved the H-back up to give another blocker in the backfield to try to give Younger some more room, some more time, and it worked out very well as he was able to pick up big carries of 14 and 12 yards, scrambling and breaking the center, going across the line of scrimmage and doing a good job of picking up touchdowns, or not, excuse me, touchdown, but first downs and extending the drive. So I expect we'll see that same offensive formation with the H-back giving Younger some protection. Right now, Palo Verde is out on the field getting ready to kick off. As we mentioned, Southwest will receive. We would expect another one of the little pooch kicks as we're getting a little bit of confusion on which side is each team supposed to be, and now we've got to figure it out. Southwest will be on the east end of the 50-yard line. Palo Verde kicking off from the west end of the field, leading 41-0. I still get a chuckle, Carroll, out of those fireworks. Coach Grant's down there, got the whiteboard, designing all kinds of plays and their attention. And as soon as that first fireworks went off, class was over, school was dismissed. All the kids turned around, and the coach, he just dropped this whiteboard and turned around, walked over to the side, and enjoyed the fireworks with them. So you have to understand when you're not going to be able to beat the situation, and that's what Coach Grant did.
The Yellow Jackets will kick off going left to right. And again, it is a high, short kick. It is fielded at the 30, out to the 33-yard line roughly. And on the catch there was Isaac Alvarado Rodriguez.
First time I've had a chance to call his name tonight.
If that's what the roster says is true, he's a freshman.
And Carroll, we certainly see the philosophy behind that high kick, but right then I also recognize the fact that with the speeding, oncoming kick, people that are rushing, they almost beat the ball to the receiver, so they can get there. They can perhaps cause a muff and even get possession of the football.
1st and 10, it is Youngers throwing incomplete, intended downfield for Cole Redden. Did I see a flag? Nope.
And, Carroll, that was the same exact play they threw on first down to start the first quarter that was completed for a nice pickup, a big gain. At that time, Palo Verde was able to have the receiver sandwiched. There was an up back and a deep back, so the ball was thrown alertly by Logan Youngers to the side where no one could catch it.
2nd and 10. Youngers hands off, and that is Cisneros in the middle. And that would be Fernie. And let's see where they're going to spot it. He lost about a yard. It'll be 3rd and 11.
So once again, you have a critical 3rd down and long for the Eagles. They already have the play called in. So obviously they designed this first drive in the locker room.
Youngers with Cervantes right next to him. Rolling to his left, looking, dumps it off, deep downfield, in and out of the hands of the intended receiver, Julian Lopez. There were 3 white shirts of Yellow Jackets around the yellow jersey of Lopez.
Yeah, not a well-advised pass, as the play was able to, the pass was able to get to the receiver, but it was batted away, batted around, and finally hit the ground. But usually you don't have much success throwing into triple coverage, as now we see that the Yellow Jackets are going to put Bejarano back as the lone receiver for this punt. Molina ready to kick, and I know he wants to run the football, but I don't think we'll see that on this particular occasion.
Snap back, gets it away. Nice kick when he has time and gets a good snap. It'll be down at the 40-yard line in Yellow Jacket territory. It'll be 1st and 10 for Palo Verde. They have a 41-0 lead just underway here in the 3rd quarter.
So Palo Verde starts 60 yards away from the end zone. And once again, we're not going to see a lot of clean jerseys. Palo Verde has 48 kids listed on their roster, but this is JV and varsity together. And we had a JV game before. Now, if you are underclassmen, juniors, sophomores, freshmen, if they play JV, they can still suit up for the varsity game. But still, with 48 players and at least 25 of them played in the previous game, you're going to pretty much see this group of kids on the field.
1st and 10, Palo Verde. Albanez brings him out, and it is Macon. And Macon turns on the Jets and is pushed out of bounds as he crosses the midfield stripe. They'll spot it on the Eagles' 44-yard line.
Yeah, nice pickup by Macon, and that was the first time tonight, Carroll, we've actually seen a little bit of a bobble. The pitch to Macon wasn't real good. He actually had to kind of tip it up in the air and then grab it with both hands, and that affected him going through the hole. So he had to improvise and was still able to pick up a nice 15-yard gain.
1st and 10. It is Bejarano in motion. Bejarano turns the corner on the far side of the field, and he'll pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it on the 30-yard line.
So very reminiscent of the first series that Palo Verde ran back in the first quarter, just picking up 15, 20 yards each attempt. 2 plays, 2 first downs.
14 yards on that pickup. Not bad.
Now the big guys come in. That would be Jonathan Crow. And he lines up, I don't want to say a yard. It's about 6 inches behind the quarterback.
Right. His helmet is on the quarterback's butt. And handoff going right up the middle. And that would be Crow.
And
Jonathan Crow takes it down inside the 10, spotted on the 9.
Let's give props to William Lillian, Carroll, because he gave up the body on the 10-yard line to bring down Crow, was able to take his feet out from underneath him. So 1st and goal.
First and goal from the 9 for the Yellow Jackets. They lead 41-0 here in the third quarter. Now there's timeout on the field. Officials timeout.
Yeah, we have a player that appears to...
We've got an injured Eagle that they wanted to make sure he was able to get off. First and goal from the 9. And it is Kxo right up the middle. Kxo into the end zone. 9-yard touchdown ramble. Jonathan Kxo hits pay dirt. The point after attempt coming up. It is Joshua Perez who does the place kicking.
And he has done a very good job. He just doesn't kick the ball over the crossbar. He kicks it about 30 yards over the crossbar. Young man's got a leg.
There's the snap. Kick is up. Kick is good. 8:20 to play in this ball game, in the third quarter, rather. It is Palo Verde 48 and the Southwest Eagles nothing.
Kennedy's Karne at 1239 Adams Avenue in El Centro. Check out these specials. USDA Choice or Black Angus Carne Asada flat meat, $1 off per pound. USDA Choice Filet Mignon, $9.99 a pound. Chicken wings, $1.99 a pound. Su Carne ribeye steak bone-in, $6.99 a pound. And Su Carne marinated flat meat, $5.99 a pound. And it's back, only Monday through Wednesday. Traditional Pollo Asada, buy one, get 1 pound free. Kennedy's Karne is open Sunday through Wednesday, 8 a.m. to 8:30 p.m. Thursday through Saturday, 8 to 8. That's Kennedy's Karne at 1239 Adams Avenue in El Centro.
McNeece Mart is your one-stop convenience store with everything you need to get you through your day. Fill your tank with V-Power from shelf and then visit the deli for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Choose your favorite deli sandwich or hot stuffed pizza, or feed the office for your next party with their giant 52-inch pizza. Daily specials on selected foot-long subs. Yes, McNeece Mart is your one-stop convenience store at the corner of Dogwood and Main Street in El Centro.
Okay, we are on the edge of town, John, and obviously after last week's rain, we should have brought the Raid and the mosquito repellent. High, short kick, fielded at the 28, out across the 30 to the 35 to about the 38-yard line. And once again, that was Isaac Alvarado Rodriguez, a freshman.
Yeah, the young man shows he's not averse to contact. He ran straight up the gut and took a hit, spun, and was able to pick up some positive yards.
John, I noticed a little bit earlier, I had not seen it earlier in the year, but the Eagle players have their names on the back of their jerseys.
Yes, I believe this is the new uniforms that they were able to get. We haven't seen them before this year.
It is flat screen, the pitch out in the flat, intended for Julian Lopez, and it goes incomplete. There was one blocker, and there were 2 Yellow Jackets there.
Yeah, probably better that the ball wasn't completed. It would have gone for a loss. After being 7 for 10 in the first half, so far, Younger starts the second half 0 for 3.
From the pistol, 2nd and 10. Youngers will hand off, and Cisneros will lose about 2 yards. It'll be 3rd and 12.
The Yellow Jacks defense stiffening up. They play excellent gap defense. They get in the gaps and they hold their positions. They don't trail after motion or any of that stuff. They just wait for the person they've been assigned to, and if he comes with the ball, they bring him down.
3rd and 12. Youngers back to pass. Youngers chased out of the pocket. Youngers escapes, dumps it off. It is complete. And pickup of about 7 and hit immediately.
Yeah, that was William Lillian with a big catch.
And a big hit on him from Bejarano. And again, clean hit. Put his shoulder right into his ribs. And Lillian gets up a little bit shaky.
Southwest sending out the kicker, Molina. So they will punt, even though it's fourth down. They're still on their side of the field on the 43-yard line. Have about a long six to go. So they're going to punt.
The Eagles shuffling personnel in.
Palo Verde does not have anybody back to receive this punt. They're just going to let it land.
High snap, gets away the kick, and it will bounce at about the 30 and roll, and be down at the 20. It'll be 1st and 10, Palo Verde, on their own 20-yard line.
Craving Mexican food? La Fonda Bar and Grill is everybody's favorite choice. The Camacho family has been doing it right for many, many years. You're never disappointed on the service you get, the smiling faces who serve you, and the food that's delivered to your table. They make you feel at home. One tradition they've always kept is serving you freshly made Mexican food daily, from chile rellenos to enchiladas. Everything is handmade. La Fonda Bar and Grill, 1950 South 4th Street, El Centro.
1st and 10, Palo Verde. It is spotted on their own 20-yard line. They lead 48-0 here in the third quarter with 6:20 to play in the third quarter.
And the clock will start on the snap. Well, Palo Verde's already averaged their one pass per game, so I don't think we'll see another attempt tonight, but who knows?
Who knows? And the pitch is back, and that is Macon. Macon again picks up 15 out to the 35-yard line and is brought down there. On the tackle, Eric Gonzalez.
Another 15-yard pickup for Macon as he continues to add to his impressive season stats.
1st and 10.
Southwest nearing 400 yards rushing in this game. Excuse me, Palo Verde, the Yellow Jackets.
Pitch is back, and that would be Bejarano. And Bejarano only picks up about 3. And now flags fly in. A little bit of extracurricular activities about 30 yards away from the football.
Right, it's right near midfield, the 50-yard line, so they'll have to sort this out after that 3-yard pickup by Macon. That won't be affected, but the penalty, if it is against either side, will be a dead ball.
Personal foul against Palo Verde, blocking well after the whistle.
So now they will move the football back.
We mentioned Isaac Alvarado Rodriguez on the kickoff returns. He's now in at a cornerback, John.
And he's earned some playing time after the good job he's done returning those kicks. As they move the ball all the way back to the 23-yard line, it looks like. So that's a total of a 12-yard penalty, but it will be second down since it was a dead ball foul.
Second and about 23, and the play goes right up the middle again. And again, it would be Bejarano.
And the reason that was a 12-yard penalty because it was 3 yards on the game. So 12 plus 3 makes 15 yards. Bejarano. And now we have a timeout, Palo Verde. They want to figure this out.
We'll take the timeout as well. 4:55 to play in the third quarter. It is Palo Verde 48 and Southwest nothing.
Kennedy's Taco Shop in the Ocotillo Plaza in El Centro, home of the 2 for $10 burritos and tortas, 99-cent fish tacos every day. You can enjoy with an ice-cold beer. And don't forget Kennedy's award-winning carne asada. They also have thrifty ice cream. Kennedy's Taco Shop is open Monday through Friday, 10:30 to 7, Saturdays 11 to 6. That's Kennedy's Taco Shop, 1560 Ocotillo Drive in the Ocotillo Plaza in El Centro.
Learning a new skill, continuing your education, or returning to school for the first time can be stressful. IVC has the resources to help you succeed by offering programs to eligible students who qualify for tuition assistance, book grants, and additional programs like IVC's Kitchen Pantry, Housing Program, Career Services Support, and so much more. Let Imperial Valley College help you become a college graduate. Visit imperial.edu/admissions to register today. Imperial Valley College is recognized nationwide as a top 10 community college for college excellence.
It'll be 3rd and 7 when Palo Verde puts it in play. The ball is on their own 37-yard line, and the ball carrier, that would be Macon, and it isn't Macon. We got somebody different. That would be Erico Ramirez.
Same results. He was able to pick up the necessary yards for the first down, moving the ball out to the 46-yard line on that 8-yard pickup.
So Erico.
Being 2nd and 22 to not prove to be a problem for the Yellow Jackets.
That play is blown dead before it happens.
And we are seeing a lot of clean jerseys out there, Carroll, for the Yellow Jackets. As we do have a motion, since I believe we got a different quarterback out there.
That's what I'm trying to pick up now.
Ezekiel Gibson is in the field in the backfield. Also, Giovanni Gillian is out there as a wide out or a wingback. And they're just in so tight, we can't really see who the quarterback is.
Pitches to Ezekiel Gibson. Zeke from Cabin Creek will pick up about 5 yards. And that makes up what was lost on that penalty.
Obviously not quite the success when you've got Macon or Bejarano running the football. But these players now getting action, we'll see them next year because this is the future for the Yellow Jackets. As big Jonathan Crow is now at a tight end spot.
2nd and 11 and turning it upfield, turning on his jets and picking up some yardage across the 30 down to the 25-yard line. And nice run, great result. And
Januel Fernandez on the carry. As I believe Enrico Ramirez, he's not listed as a quarterback, but I believe he is the quarterback now. But we'll have to wait and see as Palo Verde gets another first down inside the 25 on the 24-yard line.
So we are getting a whole bunch of new. And no, that is not our friend Mr. Crow. That's another big guy.
Crow went out, and they've got...
And in the handoff to Ezekiel Gibson. Ezekiel Gibson is bulldogged and dropped.
But this is going to come back because I believe we had a no legal shift, and we did. So this will make it 1st and 15.
Nice tackle by Alejandro Serrana Ibarra. So you can see the second team for Palo Verde getting a number of penalties called that didn't happen with the first team.
And again, Carroll, I believe that the quarterback is Enrico Ramirez, who's listed as a second-string quarterback. So that's who's in there now, Enrico Ramirez.
And it is Fernandez again. Fernandez turns it upfield. Fernandez is thrown out of bounds. And flags fly in after the play on the tackle. Isaac Alvarado Rodriguez. So you give him a chance to play, and he's going to do stuff, John.
And we have another stoppage on the play as there was a penalty. So let's see if this is going to come back.
The flag is at the 11. Holding, block in the back. And that is declined because there was a holding, and they will accept that one.
So that'll
both against Palo Verde.
That'll put the ball back on the 21-yard line. So they actually, with the penalties, the bigger one being the hold, does move the ball from where it ended up back the 10 yards to the 21-yard line. So they actually picked up 8 yards on that, as it was an 18-yard pickup. So that will repeat. Second down.
It'll be second at about 7.
Enrico Ramirez is a sophomore. And that time Ramirez did keep it, Carroll, as you mentioned that we never did see Rio Albanez do that. But yeah, Ramirez took the snap and was immediately tackled for no gain.
So Enrico Ramirez will be dropped for about a yard loss.
First negative play other than penalties by the Yellow Jackets tonight.
And you know, come practice on Monday, the second team's going to hear about it. You guys want to play? You better get it together. Pitch is back and trying to cut it inside and looking for some running room and not finding much of anything is Fernandez. It'll bring up fourth down. The ball is right on the 20-yard line. And here, hey, practice the field goal.
It'd be about a 37-yard attempt, but it looks like that Palo Verde's going to go for it. Head coach Wally Grant's already made the determination. Play's already been called in.
It is 4th and 6. The ball on the 20.
Would you trust Enrico to throw a pass? Probably not.
No.
He's only thrown 15 all year.
And the handoff goes to Ezekiel Gibson. Gibson gets very close to the first down.
It looks like he's going to come up short.
He came up about a yard short. So the Eagles, with a defensive stand, will take over on downs. It'll be 1st and 10 Southwest. The ball is on the 16-yard line. So the 10 seconds to play here in the third quarter.
What that drive did do, Carroll, is it burned up about 7 minutes on the game clock. And now we have a timeout again. I believe he pointed to Palo Verde.
Well, I think he needs to talk to his second team and say, here's what we're going to do.
Plus trying to see who's going to be on the field and who isn't. There's about 22 players that all want to come out for the defensive stand.
Updating some scores. Vincent leads Holtville 14-6, a fourth quarter score. It is Central 20, Imperial nothing at the half. We don't have an update on that. That game is on the KXO website. Mickey Dale, George Grijalva bringing you that game.
A little bit of a surprise with that Vincent Holtville score. Many people thought that Vincent would not have too much trouble with Holtville. But usually by this time of year, Vincent always having low numbers. They get a little banged up, playing players out of position, just trying to fill the spots. Hopefully they'll be ready to go for the playoffs because they'll have a very high seed. They are in Division 5. And they very well could play the Southwest Eagles. They've already played them once. They could very well play them again in the playoffs.
It'll be 1st and 10 Eagles from their own 16-yard line.
A lot of confusion still even after the timeout for Palo Verde trying to get the 11 they want out on the field.
Youngers from the pistol. Puts Estrada in motion, hands off to Cisneros. Cisneros across the 20 to about the 21-yard line. Pickup of 5. That's it. That's the end of the third quarter. At the end of 3 quarters of play, It is Palo Verde 48 and Southwest nothing.
Hi, this is Jason Jackson, owner of Southwest Security. I've been providing private security locally for more than 20 years and have owned Southwest Security for more than 6.5 years. I'm proud to announce that we have over 250 employees working here in Imperial and Coachella Valley. Last year, I opened Southwest Postal, offering you 24-hour access 365 days a year. P.O. Box service to you. Also located at Southwest Security at the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro. If you're in the need for security services, please call us at Southwest Security at 760-970-4500. That's 970-4500.
Simply at home, now at 607 West Main Street in El Centro. The largest vintage and antique selection in the valley. Over 3,000 square feet of collectibles and antiques. With a wide selection of vendors, you never know what you're going to find at Simply at Home. Come check out the other great businesses inside Simply at Home's new location, such as Lola's Essentials, Wicked Ink Tattoo, All Valley Estates, and Odds and Ends. That's Simply at Home, open Tuesday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 5:30, and Saturdays, 10 to 3, at 607 West Main Street in El Centro.
You are listening to High School Football on AM 1230 KXOL Centro and on the World Wide Web at KXORadio.com.
And our high school game tonight is the Southwest Eagles homecoming game. Not going well. Let's hope the dance turns out a little bit better than the football game, John.
Yeah, the dance will be tomorrow night. Give the players a chance to freshen up and all that. Southwest now ready to go. I believe Southwest feels that they're going to have some success against this second string.
2nd and 6. Youngers rolling to his right. We'll keep it, and we'll turn it upfield and then be pushed out of bounds.
We got all
but
kinds
there
of
is
flags.
A flag, and where that came from, that's going to be a hold.
Yeah, there was more than one, so this is probably coming back. And I was watching right now William Lillian, who's about 6'1 or 6'2, and he was being shadowed or covered by 5'6" Leonardo Fernandez. So I think Lillian liked that matchup.
Penalty is holding. It is against the Eagles. It'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Spot foul, so they did mark it from there. So the ball is sitting on the 12-yard line.
Youngers has Cisneros right next to him. Youngers drops back, straight drop back, dumps it off to Cisneros on a screen. He breaks a tackle and brings it across the 25 out to about the 27-yard line. Good for a first down.
That is the first down here of the second half for the Eagles, as Palo Verde just dominated a 10-play drive that led to no points midway through the third quarter all the way here into the fourth quarter.
1st and 10, spotted on the 27.
Nice 12-yard pitch and catch. Youngers to Cisneros.
That screen in the middle, and that's what's going to work. 9.5 minutes to play in this football game. Again, rolling, dumping it off, and dropping it as he turned upfield was Josiah Estrada. And again, it's the old cliche. He didn't look the ball in. He turned upfield without securing the football.
Januel Fernandez was on the defense, and I think he was kind of happy that the ball wasn't completed. He's listed at 5'7", 140, which means he's probably 5'4" and 120.
No, nobody'd ever do that, John.
You can watch him out there. He is not a big young boy. He's out here wide to the left.
Youngers looking downfield and throws it over the zone. It is complete to Lillian. Lillian across the 50-yard line, spotted on the 46-yard line in Palo Verde territory.
Lillian was his first catch here in the second catch, excuse me.
And another cliche, if you give the quarterback time, he will find somebody open. Youngers has time with the Palo Verde second team defense in there.
Nice 26-yard pickup for Lillian.
1st and 10. High snap. Youngers does bring it down. Chased out of the pocket, looking downfield. Now reverses field again. Gets a block, and that's going to be a block in the back. And Youngers actually will be sacked.
Yeah, this will be decision time for the Yellow Jackets, as they can take the play, which means it'll be second and about 12 or 13, or they can take, it's one of those blindside blocks that you're not allowed, and it was way back upfield around the 35-yard line. There's the call, that where you block a blindside block, and so you start from the play, which was right at the 36, and they're going to move back. So that's going to bring up a first down and a whole bunch. We'll have to wait and see. They're going to stop inside the 25, it looks like. We'll call it the 21-yard line.
The ball is spotted on the Eagle 21. They have to get it to the
38.
Yellow Jackets 38-yard line. So where's my slide rule when I need it?
Yeah, and that was a penalty of about 39 yards because of the spot and the 15 yards added on.
It is first and about 40. And the handoff gets bobbled and dropped, and then the ball carrier who picks it up gets dropped. That would be Isaac Alvarado Rodriguez, the freshman.
Getting some playing time, and that will lose about another 7 yards. Isaac Alvarado getting his carry.
It is second and forever. Clock continues to run. 48-0, the Palo Verde Yellow Jackets with the lead.
52 yards.
Youngers drops it off in the flat. It is complete.
That was a second and 52 yards. I haven't called that before in our service here.
Julian Lopez with the catch and brings it out to the 21-yard line. Remember, they've got to get it to the 38. On the other side of the midfield stripe. It is third and forever.
7-yard pickup for Julian, first catch of this half.
Youngers rolling to his left, looking, reverses field, finds nothing there, bumps into one of his own blockers, brings it downfield, and is hit and tackled at the 34-yard line. And nice open field tackle there by Erico Ramirez.
14-yard pickup for Youngers, bringing up fourth down, and so helping his stats. There's Youngers gaining positive 14 yards.
5 minutes to play. The clock is running.
And we've got about fourth, and it looks like it's about 31 yards to go. So they've knocked down the 52 yards, down 31.
Hey, look at the positives. We're moving the football.
And Molina is set to punt with nobody back to receive the kick.
1-2.
Molina gets away a spinning kick, and it'll bounce at the 30, roll down, and be down at the 22-yard line. Eagles punt, and the Yellow Jackets put it in play first and 10 on their own 22-yard line.
And the clock is running, so we are getting near the conclusion of this homecoming game. Palo Verde still firmly in control, 48-0.
Central leads Imperial 27-0. That's a third quarter score.
And we see again the same unit that was playing before, as there is a player out there that sure looks like Jonathan Crow, but Carroll, you mentioned that it's another one.
He's about 5 inches taller, actually, John.
Trying to see his number. He's coming out here to play a tight end position.
I believe that would be Emmanuel Nuisi, who is 6'7".
Ramirez, the quarterback, just letting the clock run down, waiting for the bag judge that has the time to raise his hand, showing that there's only 5 seconds to go. There, the hands up, the ball snapped.
And on the carry there was Fernandez. It is Central 27, Imperial nothing. That is a third quarter score, John.
Yes, not too many people surprised by that. Central felt that, especially after last week's game, that Imperial just played a tremendous game to take Brawley into overtime, so there'd be a little bit of a letdown, and there was, as it's just interesting setting up the bell game, which I believe we're just about ready here. I see players walking off the field, but we're still going. We're ready. Hand is up by the officials, so now the ball will be snapped, showing there's 5 seconds. And the ball is snapped.
Ramirez will pitch it back and looking for some running room. I believe, again, that is Fernandez. Fernandez with a very much, no, that was Ezekiel Gibson on the carry. He's 6'2", and he runs upright. If you're 6'2", you got to give him a smaller target.
And that does bring up third down. We may see Palo Verde's first punt here as the clock is winding down, Carroll. They have not punted yet tonight.
I don't think we will, because we've got about a minute and a half to play in this football game.
So with the clock running, it's going to be a little tight because they still have to get this play off. And unless they pick up a first down, it will be fourth down.
Ramirez brings him out. Ramirez pitches it back and looking for some running room and finding it awful tough sledding in the middle and getting the carry down to about the 34-yard line.
And they are going to give him a first down, so that very well could be the final play of the game here.
And on the carry, I believe it was David Velasco. So the Yellow Jackets, with a minute to play in this game, may run one or two plays, and that's about it.
Yeah, probably one more, Carroll, and this is our final game of Southwest this year. Southwest will be playing Calexico next week, so it's been enjoyable doing the 5 games here for the Eagles as Palo Verde goes into what appears to be a victory formation. Although it could be just there. Yes, there it is. Quarterback takes the knee, nobody moves, and that should be the final play of the game.
I believe it will be. Athletic Director Ruben Valenzuela is always a gracious host. And I know he's a little bit, more than a little bit disappointed in the way the team has shown this year. But I think he's going to be looking for the brighter side. Get some more kids involved, get some more kids playing, and start building back to a state championship level. That's the end of the game. Final score, Palo Verde 48 and Southwest nothing.
The CB Stop, located at the corner of Cole and Bowker Road in Calexico, is your one-stop location for ice-cold beer, wine, and your favorite beverages. They have a selection of sandwiches, chips, snacks, ice, and play the lotto, including Powerball and Mega Super Lotto. You can even get fishing bait and a fishing license. The CB Stop has it all, along with a gas station with diesel and a car wash. Open 24 hours a day. The CB Stop, located in Calexico at the corner of Cole and Bowker Road.
Craving Mexican food? La Fonda Bar and Grill is everybody's favorite choice. The Camacho family has been doing it right for many, many years. You're never disappointed on the service you get, the smiling faces who serve you, and the food that's delivered to your table. They make you feel at home. One tradition they've always kept is serving you freshly made Mexican food daily, from chile rellenos to enchiladas. Everything is handmade. La Fonda Bar and Grill, 1950 South 4th Street, El Centro.
Bo and his team of employees at Stan's Auto Body are constantly striving on giving you 100% satisfaction on getting your vehicle repaired and fixed right. Stan's Auto Body is grateful for the support they hear from the job they're doing and being highly rated with CarWise.com. Yes, Accidents are disturbing, and Stan's Auto Body is here for you to ease the pain and fix your vehicle as fast as possible. Stop by at 1880 West Euclid Avenue in El Centro.
Kennedy's Taco Shop in the Ocotillo Plaza in El Centro, home of the 2 for $10 burritos and tortas, 99-cent fish tacos every day. You can enjoy with an ice-cold beer. And don't forget Kennedy's award-winning carne asada. They also have thrifty ice cream. Kennedy's Taco Shop is open Monday through Friday, 10:30 to 7, Saturdays 11 to 6. That's Kennedy's Taco Shop, 1560 Ocotillo Drive in the Ocotillo Plaza in El Centro.
Well, homecoming did not turn out the way the Southwest Eagles wanted it to go. And, it's kind of indicative of the way their season has gone, with a little bit difficult getting everything working in the same direction. The Eagles having trouble getting any offense going, and John, I think, can share the numbers that'll show that.
Yes, Palo Verde wins the game. That's the most important number, 48-0. Palo Verde ran the ball 19 times from scrimmage for 448 yards, 1 for 1 for a 47-yard touchdown in the first half, giving Palo Verde 495 total yards, 21 first downs, and just as important as all of that, no fumbles, no interceptions. Southwest ran the ball 20 times from scrimmage for a total 21 yards. 11 for 17 was Youngers for 108 yards, giving Southwest 129 total yards, 8 first downs. They did have the 1 interception in the first half. Individually, rushing from the line of scrimmage for the Eagles, let's start with the quarterback, Logan Youngers, 6 rushes for 24 yards. Edgar Cisneros, 8 rushes for 6 yards. William Lillian had a carry on a reverse for no gain. Also, Fernando Cervantes getting 4 carries for -2 yards. And the freshman, Isaac Alvarado Rodriguez, getting 1 carry for -7 yards. The 11 completions were spread out among 6 different receivers. First, we had Edgar Cisneros getting 2 catches for 22 yards. Jonah Estrada got 2 catches for 10 yards. William Lillian had 3 catches, 39 yards. Andres Lopez had a catch for 15 yards. Julian Lopez had 2 catches for 17 yards. And Fernie Cervantes, coming out of the backfield, had 1 catch for 5 yards. So this will complete our coverage. Southwest has 1 more game against Calexico. And Calexico, as we saw last week, they can be formidable. They don't play Calexico. They played them last week. Who does Southwest play next week? Who do they finish up with?
Southwest is not going to get easy. They've got Imperial next week. Right. And
that's going to be a tough one.
If things keep going the way they are, with Centro leading Imperial the way they are, Imperial's not going to be happy, and they're going to want to take it out on somebody. And, you kind of hate to be in that position. The games that are still going on, we can update. Central leads Imperial 27-0 in the third quarter. Vincent, last we had fourth quarter, Vincent 14, Holtville 6. It was Maranatha Christian 49, Calapat 7 earlier today. Last night it was Brawley 42 and Calexico 8. So it's just kind of shaken out. Kind of a tough night for some schools, Imperial, and tough night for Southwest and their homecoming. So their kids, they'll get over it probably a whole lot better than some of the parents will. Next week, it's the bell game. And it'll be the Central Spartans and the Brawley Wildcats in the 198th revisiting of the bell game, the game in Brawley next week. We have received word that there will be pep rallies, community pep rallies in El Centro to kind of get a little bit of the juices flowing, the spirits up, and people involved in the bell game, as if anybody really needs much of that. But it's something that they did for a number of years and then just kind of got away from it. But the Bell game next Friday. And if you look back last year, Central defeated Brawley 34-21 in the Bell game. You know that the Wildcats are going to want to get even with that, bring the Bell back to Brawley. It has been ensconced at Central High School for a couple of years now. So we are looking forward to that. We'll be on the air on AM 1230 at 6:45. We will also be on our KXO YouTube channel. So there you go. Put the word out. Get ready. If you are a Spartan alumni, there will be some community pep rallies. And I know in Brawley there will be some community pep rallies and involvement as well. High school football on AM 1230 KXO El Centro, California, brought to you by Southwest Security Services, by Imperial Valley College, the CB Stop in Calexico, Kennedy's Taco Shop, La Fonda Bar and Grill, Stan's Auto Body, McNeece Mart, the Broken Yolk Café, Simply at Home, and by Kennedy's Karne. For our technical advisor, Kurt Hoffman, our producer-engineer, Gabe Lemus, color and stats, John Driffill. I'm Carroll Buckley. Thank you for listening, and keep it tuned to AM 1230 KXO El Centro.
The Imperial Valley's best oldies on the radio.
The best music all day.
AM 1230 KXO.